Welcome to our presentation on individual rights. Today, we'll explore what these rights are, how to protect them, their limits, and some common-sense restrictions. Individual rights are freedoms that cannot be taken away from you, either by the government or other people. These rights include basic human rights, fundamental rights, and inalienable rights like life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Robbing people of these rights constitutes oppression, making a government tyrannical if it restricts them. Protecting your rights involves legal action. If your rights are violated, you can sue the government, which is how cases reach the Supreme Court. Upon winning, criminal charges against you might be vacated. Civil action allows you to sue the government or individuals within it for financial compensation. You usually must prove they knowingly violated your rights. Even accidental violations can be grounds for a lawsuit, though these are harder to win. You can also sue individuals for depriving you of your rights. While rights are fundamental, there are limits due to societal demands. You have obligations like obeying the law. You can't just do whatever you want. Paying taxes is another obligation, even if some view it as theft of property. For men, there's the duty to defend the nation, if called upon to serve. Let's talk about free speech limitations. True threats and intimidation, where someone expresses a serious intent to commit violence with the capability to carry it out, are not protected. Threatening another Fortnite player after losing a game isn't usually considered a real threat. Incitement involves promoting immediate violent or lawless action, often during or before a protest. Harassment, when it denies someone equal access to public or private spaces due to protected statuses, is illegal. This includes following someone and causing fear for their safety. Unlawful conduct like vandalism, rioting, or civil disobedience that turns into lawlessness isn't protected. Religious freedom also has limits. You cannot interfere with others' practice of their faith. If your religious practices violate the law, be it through polygamy, drug use, or violence, they are not protected. Society needs a balance where individual rights respect the collective rights and safety of the community. Moving on to property rights. You cannot engage in illegal activities at home, like manufacturing drugs. Also, you're not allowed to create conditions on your property that devalue others' properties or endanger your neighbors. Homeowners associations, or HOAs, can further limit your property rights, so be aware of these before purchasing in an HOA. Regarding gun rights, there are places where you cannot carry firearms, such as government buildings or courthouses. Some states also limit or ban open carrying of weapons in public spaces. If you choose to own a firearm, it's critical to know and follow the rules. Let's talk about searches. If a crime has been committed, police can search your car or property. Once you're arrested, they're allowed to search you. However, you cannot flee from the police, hide in your home, and then expect them to need a warrant to enter. Privacy is another key right. You have the right to privacy in your own home. The government cannot just barge in to see what you're up to. However, this right doesn't extend to public spaces where you have no expectation of privacy. With new laws, much of your electronic media can be accessed by the government, particularly if you've posted it online. By doing so, you've legally made it accessible. To wrap up, understanding the nuances of how our rights are balanced with societal needs is essential. We've covered a range of rights from property to privacy, highlighting both protections and limitations. Remember, rights come with responsibilities, and knowing these can help you navigate life more effectively. Thank you for exploring this topic with me.